Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Lisa, Best Life Lee. Today I'm going to be making a Martha Stewart Marley Spoon meal. So we do a little talk like Chip and Joanna.
Okay.
I'll have a nice meal for you when you come back.
Okay.
You had nothing to say?
Should I run into the wall like Chip Gaines did in the
No,
show?
don't do that. So this is the Martha Stewart meals. They remind me very much of HelloFresh. So this one happens to be the home-style chicken and cheddar biscuits. So I'm gonna put this meal together. It tells you everything you need to know. Now the thing about Martha Stewart and Marley Spoon meals that I really like is that she really gives you some nice size vegetables. This is a head of broccoli that really looks excellent. It's so nice and fresh. So it's good quality. Nice big onion, some thyme that looks really good. Looks nice and fresh, nothing's wilted and it smells good and fresh. These were supposed to be frozen peas, but they couldn't stay frozen, which is fine. And then we have some self-rising flour for the biscuits, and some chicken stock, and the chicken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the instructions. I'm probably going to peel this carrot here and chop up the onion. So I'm going to get started. I'm just going to put the camera down so you can see me prepping, and then I will probably speed some things up just so this video is not too long. I'm going to wash this and I'm going to wash my thyme. So I'm just going to bring the camera down just so you can see this part of what I'm doing. The recipe is going to call for me to roast the broccoli along with the, looks like with the biscuits. So I have to mix the biscuits up. I have to, let's see, what do I have to do here? I have to mix the flour with the thyme leaves, a pinch of pepper, and 2 tablespoons of cold butter. And then I am going to lightly oil the baking sheet. I'm going to trim all the broccoli and put the crowns into the baking sheet with a tablespoon of oil, salt and pepper. Push to one side. Then I'm going to combine a 1/4 cup of milk, 1/2 teaspoon of vinegar to the dry ingredients, and then pat the dough into a 3x6 rectangle, then cut into 2 3-inch squares. Transfer to the empty half of the baking sheet and bake on the center oven rack until biscuits are golden and broccoli is crisp and tender, about 18 to 20 minutes. And in the meantime, then I will prep the chicken, and the rest is cooked in the skillet, so that I will show you that as I get going on that. But let me do my chopping. I'm going to chop half a cup of onion, and this is going to be cut into 1/2-inch pieces. says to lightly oil the baking sheet, and then to toss your broccoli with a tablespoon of oil and a little bit of salt and pepper. And we'll push it to one side to allow for the biscuit. I'm just using some extra virgin olive oil. So you have to have some of your own ingredients with these meal kits, like the oil, the butter. This also calls for milk, and I do have milk, thankfully. I don't always have milk. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of toss this around. I'm going to give it a pinch of salt and a pinch of pepper. And then I'm just going to kind of toss this all around here, kind of coat it. That's going to bake on one side. Okay. And then with the biscuits, 1/4 cup of milk and a 1/2 teaspoon of vinegar to the dry ingredients. I actually don't have milk, so I am going to use my backup plan. So I don't know if you've heard, everybody must have heard of this at one point in time. This is Parmalat milk, and this is, you can put this, you don't have to put it in the fridge until you actually open it. So it's good to have a backup milk. And this date on here is July 2021. So this milk is good. It's a 2% milk. So now that I'm gonna open it, I'll just put it in the fridge. And this is what's good about having these in your backup, because if you might want to be making something and you ran out of milk. So this is exactly what happened. I didn't buy milk this week, and I thought I had some in there, but I didn't. So 1/4 cup. And then that'll go right in the fridge, and we can use this for cereal or cooking or whatever. And then 1/2 teaspoon of vinegar. 1/2 teaspoon. I got my vinegar. So we're just gonna mix our dry ingredients. And I usually, sorry I didn't show you that, but I pour it over another little bowl just in case I over pour. So there goes the vinegar. I'm gonna put you down so you can see. Okay, I put the vinegar in already. I'm gonna put in the milk, and we're just gonna give this a mix for our biscuits. Let me move this before I dump it, which will not be good. Oopsie. Yeah, I'm kind of a messy mixer. Okay. You know what I like about getting these meal kits is because I would never have wanted to try to make biscuits on my own with dinner, but because it comes in the kit and all the ingredients are there and the instructions are there, then you try different things, and that might become something that I make in the future. All right, so then it calls for a lightly floured surface, lightly floured board, and it came with it. So you're gonna pat this dough into 3x6 square. 3x6 square. I don't. 6. It's probably about 6 inches long. I would say. And then cut into 2 3-inch. So I would say, there we go. 3-inch squares and transfer to the empty half of the baking sheet. Okay. There we go. All right. I'm going to wash my hands. All right. And now this is going to go in the oven, a 400-degree oven for 18 to 20 minutes. While the biscuits and broccoli bake, scrub the carrot and trim the ends. I already did that. Now I'm going to finely chop my onion, pat my chicken dry. Oh, and they want you to pound the chicken a little bit and season with salt and pepper. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these carrots into another bowl. And then I'm going to clean my board. All right, I'm going to get my onion chopped, and then I'm going to prep my chicken. It doesn't even look like it needs to be pounded. It's very thin, but I will give it a little bit of a pounding, and then we will get to the skillet and get this pot cooking up. So I'm going to bring you down so you can take a look at what's going on. Bring you over to the skillet, and we're going to cook up what goes in the pan. All right, so 3 minutes on each side. I'm going to just kind of rub it into that oil, and then I can salt and pepper that side. This recipe also calls for mascarpone in the sauce. Let's turn these, and then it says to only cook it for another 1 to 2 minutes more, and then transfer it to a plate. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my carrots and onions. 1/4 cup of water. Whoa. And salt and pepper. And then we're going to cover it for 7 minutes. I'll do 6. It up there. Whoa. Cover on there. And let me see what my biscuits look like. Not quite there yet. All right. Probably should have put the fire down, because this did burn a little bit here. They're a little bit burnt. All right, but that's okay. So I'm gonna put broth, the mascarpone, mascarpone, a little bit of burnt onion, and water, 1/3 cup of water, and the remaining thyme leaves. Okay, so then we're gonna let this be all melted in there nice. Yeah, because it did not tell me medium heat. Oh yeah, medium. It was on medium high. Looks fine though. It's kind of like a caramelized onion. A little bit. That's what I'm going to call it anyway. Call it a caramelized onion. And a little bit of a brown carrot. Alright, let me get my chicken back in there. And my peas. And then you cook that for another 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna end up plating that, and I will show you what it looks like plated, and then I will give it a taste and tell you what it tastes like. So here it is, the chicken pot pie and the biscuit and the broccoli. So I'm gonna give it a taste. All right, babe, you're not on camera, but if you want to be, let me know. Oh, you're cutting that biscuit. How's that biscuit? You want butter for your biscuit?
It's good, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't even get my chair. I'm just gonna give it a try. I get a bunch of the veggies. Oh, it's tasty. What does this biscuit taste like? Is it like dense? Oh no, it's not dense. It's got cheese in it. Very biscuit-like. I got such a mess in my kitchen. This one was very sort of involved, and you really had to like pay attention to what you were doing. I didn't turn the heat down when I put the veggies in for 7 minutes, so they did kind of overcook. But I don't get any taste of burnt. The broccoli is nice and baked and browned. It tastes really, really good. Chicken tastes really good. So I would say that the Martha Stewart Marley Spoon meal kit is a winner. Tastes really good. The ingredients were all fresh. I have one more meal in this kit that I'm going to probably put together before the end of this video. I'll do it another day this week. So, bon appetit. No. All right, so tonight I'm going to be making the second meal in my Martha Stewart Marley Spoon meal kit. And this one is a cheesy baked quesadilla. So instead of going through everything tonight, I'm just going to show you what I have. I will cook everything up, and then I'll show you how I put the quesadillas together, put them in the oven, and we will see how they come out and what they taste like. So right now, so what I have here is I have 1 chopped onion, some chopped cilantro, some chopped garlic, and some chopped tomatillo. I think that's how you say it, the green tomato. And then I have 1 cup of traditional refried beans, and I have a cup of shredded cheddar. I've got some sour cream to put over the quesadillas, and I've got the tortillas that I will be putting in the oven. And I also have some of this spice, taco seasoning. So now that I have everything all chopped up, all I'm gonna do is heat 2 tablespoons of oil in a medium, over medium-high heat. Leave 2 tablespoons of onions out, but then I'm gonna cook the onions, add in the garlic and the taco seasonings for about 30 seconds after the onions are cooked. Then I'll stir in a tablespoon of water, and then I will transfer that to a bowl with my refried beans and mix that up. And then in the same skillet, I'm going to put some more oil, another tablespoon of oil, add the tomatillos and the remaining garlic. After 2 to 4 minutes, I'm going to add in half a cup of water, half a teaspoon of sugar, a pinch of salt and pepper, and then kind of crush it as it's cooking for another 6 minutes to make it like a salsa. Then I'm going to put in the cilantro and put that in a bowl. And once I get all that done, I'll come back and I will put the tortillas, I'll put the tortillas and make the quesadillas, and we will bake them. All right, so I made the refried beans with the onions and the garlic and mixed that together. I made my tomatillo salsa in here, just cooked that up. And so now what I'm gonna do to put my quesadillas together, and I have them on my work surface. All right, so I'm just gonna assemble them, and I put the bean filling and spread them to the edges, and then I put some cheese, and I brush the tops with oil. And I have set aside some veggies. I'm going to make a salad to go with this, and I have my little brush. So I am going to spread my refried beans on each of these. Last night's meal was a little bit much for a weeknight meal. It was a little more involved, and the cleanup was pretty extensive, so I probably would normally make that like on the weekend. As I get these going, so now I'm going to top the tortillas with 3/4 of a cup of cheese and then fold in half. All right, and then we're going to fold in half. So we'll put these on here. Ooh, all right. And then we're going to brush the tops with the oil. Just a little bit of olive oil. Okay, and then we're going to bake for 8 to 10 minutes. All right, so while those are baking, I'm going to make my salad. I'm going to feed my pets, and then we will come back and I will show you how I top them and put them back in real quick, and then we'll have a taste. All right, so now they're just coming out. They're all sizzly. And what I'm going to do now is drizzle with a 1/4 cup of the salsa and remaining cheese, and bake for another 5 minutes. So a 1/4 cup. So I saved some of this. Let's see. Yeah. So when they come out, I'm going to add the sour cream, which the sour cream I added water to just make it sort of drippy. I think I might need to add just a little bit more water. But then you put the remaining tomatillo salsa, the chopped onions, and the cilantro, which I used all the cilantro with the beans, so I don't have any more to put in there. So. Alright, so I just got the quesadillas out of the oven. I'm just going to put my salsa and my onions and my sour cream, and then we will plate them, and we have our salad. And I also, to give it to complete the kind of Mexican vibe, I'm putting some of these tortilla strips on my salad. And so we will do that. Give it a little vibe there. I'm going to bring you down into the quesadillas. You look good. So now for the taste test. We have a taste test. You have to let me know how it might be hot.
It's hot but delicious.
Is it good?
Very good.
Okay. I'm gonna just give it a little taste here. I have the refried beans, the salsa, the cheese. You like it, baby? Yeah? Yeah, I like the refried beans. It's very mild. There's nothing hot about it. The salsa gives it a very fresh taste. So yeah, I think this is a hit. I think this whole box, this Martha Stewart Marley Spoon box for this week was terrific. I think it was a hit. And yeah, so maybe you'd be inspired to give it a try. It was something new. It's very close to the HelloFresh. I think that she gives more ingredients. Like if it calls for 2 teaspoons of garlic, she gives you a whole head of garlic, which I really like. And she gives you more than you need sometimes, and just the directions say save it for your own use. I like it that she gives you more versus a skimpy, you know, just one little piece of garlic. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I hope that you will subscribe, and I hope that you will hit that like button, and I hope that you will come back. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.